Welcome back to KETK's East Texas Live, everybody. Joining us now is James Wilhite with Wilhite Landscaping. How are you doing today?
Wonderful, thanks.
And we're going to be talking about plants, but just to give everybody an idea of, your expertise, how much do you know about plants?
I think I know a little about plants, but the more I study, the more I realize I don't know enough about plants. And that's just a lifelong learning experience about plants. There are so many different plants and so many different varieties and so many new ones getting bred. And the importance of plants, I think, is very obvious to most of us. And last week, we kind of started this discussion about the value and the importance of plants and ended with a challenge when you walk out to your vehicle and climb in and it's 120 degrees inside. Think about what the value of a shade tree would be at that very moment. And I'm one of those that looks for a shade tree. I will walk across the parking lot, bad knees and all, to find a shade tree to park under, ventilate the windows just a touch so that I don't come back to that hot car. And to me, that's a very important feature. And just a personal preference, I think it should be in every parking lot out there so that all of us can park in shade if we choose to. The value of plants in the office and in the classroom is oftentimes kind of misunderstood or downstated too much. To me, the value of a plant in the office, of course, it cleans the air. It helps humidify the air, makes it more comfortable for us. It just makes a more interesting environment. It is proven fact that you will have less sickness in your workforce if you have plants in the workplace, and you will also have higher retention for employees, and believe it or not, higher productivity. In the classroom, it kind of equates to exactly the same thing. Stimulating young minds with something to see, like a plant, is very, very important. Their little minds are like sponges, and stimulating their little minds with a plant is key to learning the importance of plants, to learning horticulture, biology, our everyday life, life science, and then bringing that full circle into their environment of what they eat, where their food comes from, where their clothes come from, makes it very, very important. It also tends to reduce stress in children. Kids that have issues with being able to sit still for an hour for a classroom actually exhibit a greater ability to relax and sit still for an hour when there are plants present in the room. So the value of a plant, man, that's just a real tough question. I guess it depends on what value you put on those things. The overall value in a plant to me is tremendous, and when I walk into a office or a waiting room or a building that is devoid of plants, immediately I can kind of feel it. I don't get nervous and twitchy, it's just something I notice. So the next time you walk into a classroom or a building of any type, look around the lobby, and if there are no plants, think about it. Would it be different if there were plants in the lobby, and would it be different for the employees? Would it be different for your experience? To me, the answer is obvious, yes. There's a tremendous value in that.
And they smell nice too. They add a little touch of smell.
Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely. Help clean the air
out there. Yeah. And for those of you who haven't been watching this morning, today's the official first start of summer here in East Texas.
Yes,
so
it is.
It's great to talk about having those for shading and things like that, which we have out in our front parking lot.
Absolutely, and thank you, Mr. Chesner, for the rain we got yesterday.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chesner.
Got nothing to do with it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And again, think about the value of a plant. They're very, very important to us.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Wilhite. We appreciate you staying with us. Yes, sir.